So right here you see that I have about quarter of an inch of room to play with. So what I'm going to do is grab my screw and then drive it and have it to stick out about quarter of an inch. About that, because this is the size of the tile that we're going to be installing. This is the tile that we're going to be installing here. So really we can't really account for the thin set to build up too much. So now when I go and I put this tile on top of the screw and then I have that membrane right on top of it, we're just about even. This is a little bit lower, so that gives me just a little bit of that room that I need for the thin set. So now we're going to use our level and then do the rest of the room to make it perfectly level. With that height right there that we have, and actually just going to 0 on this side, we are perfectly level, which honestly is super, super lucky for us. So now we're going to take this big, beautiful level and then go to this low spot. And you see that right now that's at a level. So what I'm going to do is kind of right here, put a screw in. And the screw is what's going to be my mark for when I'm pouring my self-leveling. I'm going to make sure that I basically get right to that mark. So now we're going to put that on top of it and see if we're level. Not quite, so I got to come down just a little bit more here. Like that. That is perfectly level. So now I know when I'm pouring, I have to pour just to the top of this cap. I want to put a guide screw in this area as well, just because it's another low spot here, and we want to have as many visual guide marks as we can. So let me put something right here. I'll go right here. So I'm on top of my screw right there. So that's my screw that I start with. And then I'll go right here. All right, so that's a little bit too tall. I gotta come down a little. Whoops, that's probably too aggressive. Yeah, hey, that's perfect right there. Stabila doesn't lie. So, but look at this. You know what I'm saying? So we have to pour a bunch over here. So what this tells me is I'm not gonna have enough self-leveling. We only have 4 bags for this entire room. I'm probably gonna get 2 more. The worst thing that you could do is run out in the middle of it, because now you're gonna be left with a mess. So I'd rather return a bag versus be a bag short. So this is good to know.